So, recently I've been playing the high tier Baguette tanks, and now I'll be taking a look at the ARL 44. Now, this vehicle is, I would say, one of the better heavy tanks in tier. It has a very good gun, 90mm main gun. It is fairly fast, very maneuverable, and overall has decent protection. The weak spot is the turret. The turret is the flat spot, the flat frontal surface of the turret is the main weak spot, but the frontal slope of the vehicle is very good and the frontal plate is quite tough to go through. It has APC and HE ammo. You don't have any other ammo types or any options for the ammo types. Now APC does have, 250mm penetration is decent, but you have to aim quite accurately since the spalling is in a cone usually, doesn't really go all over the place like some of the shells, and it is a solid shot, doesn't have any explosive feeling to it, so you have to aim at the enemy weak spots and basically aim at the ammo and things like that in order to destroy the enemy vehicle as quickly as possible. But honestly, I had quite a bit of fun with this thing, and today I'll be showing you some of the games and how I use this thing. Now, as I mentioned, it's very maneuverable, has a very good gun, very good range, and overall the shell velocity is pretty decent. So the ARL can be used as a sniper, and overall the sniping capability of this gun is really, I was surprised at first. I know that I already knew that it was a decent gun, but when I started to use it, I really started to like this thing. It has a usable reverse. 8 km/h reverse is okay. 39 km/h top speed is also very nice. It's much better than the much better speed value than on the Excelsior, which is the same tier, by the way. And the Excelsior can't really penetrate the frontal armor on the ARL, except on the sides. Maybe the turrets can be penetrated by the Excelsior, but from the front it's quite a tough vehicle to go through. The turret is also rotating very quickly, and if you have been using the ARL, then it does feel like a medium tank in a way, since it is very fast. It doesn't hold a lot of ammo though. I noticed that this vehicle doesn't really carry a lot of ammunition, which is not a big deal breaker. I usually have most of my ammo on APC and then HE in some cases against some lightly armored vehicles. It gets the job done, but the AP ammo is decent. It did take me some time to get used to the APC shell, but honestly it gets the job done. I'm personally a fan of the APC BC in this tier. APHE is also really good. APC maybe on the shell ranking list, APC maybe third or fourth, since APHE and APC BC are kind of dominating medium and low tier, since they can also have explosive filling. APHE has explosive filling, so it also does secondary damage when it goes in, while with this shell you rely on the spalling and you rely on the kinetic energy of the shell to do damage. And we have a Sherman. Oh, somehow that didn't kill it. One thing that I don't really like about this ammo is the fact that sometimes, even when you aim directly at the ammo, it doesn't detonate to the tank. That's one thing that I don't really like about solid shots. They sometimes can troll while this shell is really good, sometimes you will see that it's not going to kill a tank if you shoot directly at the ammo. If it was a PHE or explosive APCBC, it would in most cases kill the tank in one hit, at most 2 hits, but with this shell type sometimes it takes a lot more. And one thing to keep in mind, doesn't really, I mean it does shoot fairly fast, so it's not a big deal. This 90mm gun does reload quite quickly, so if the first shell doesn't kill the tank, then your second one has a higher chance to do so. And you probably out-reload most enemy tanks with the ARL 44. After all, it is a 90mm gun and it doesn't take that long to reload. Now I have been running around the map here, and trying to kill as many tanks as possible. It is honestly a very enjoyable tank to drive and to use. If you want to have the ARL 44 as a golden tank, then definitely you can do that. It is a very enjoyable vehicle to drive around, and it is, I mean, it's lower tiers are much more fun than higher tiers, mostly because armor is kind of relevant here and angling and all that is important. That T-14 took 2 hits and they are still alive. Let me see if I can, I'm trying to hit the ammo. Okay, they burned. The T-14 burned. Although I was trying to hit the ammo, but for some reason it didn't reach it, even though I hit the ammo twice, I believe, and nothing happened. Just how this shell type works sometimes. It's, you know, one thing to get used, not a big deal. Doesn't really take away from the experience much, but it's just one thing to keep in mind. And that was direct hit. See, the ammunition exploded. That was kind of funny. Let's see if I detonate the ammo on this tank. And yes, I do. Okay, well, that's interesting. Oh, a Stug. That was beautiful. I love the explosions. They're so nice. So pretty to look at. And I have 7 kills with the ARL 44. Honestly, a very, very, very comfortable tank to drive around and to use. And this was only the first match so far. So it's... You know, one thing that's kind of crossed my mind, the tracks on this thing look kind of weird. That they don't look like the ordinary tracks that we see on tanks, you know. But these tracks do offer some advantages, I guess, on rough terrain. They have very good maneuverability, and a maneuverable heavy tank and decently fast heavy tank is very fun to use and to drive around. Now let's go to the next map. This map is very rewarding when it comes to sniping. This position right here is really good for this vehicle. You angle the frontal plate and you also have a lot of protection on the turret, so the enemy can't easily hit the turret and hit weak spot. Comet took a hit, killed the loader, destroyed the turret, and it killed the commander. That Ostwind needs to be killed. There we go. That was a good hit in the turret. Detonated the ammo. That's good. And this is where other ammo types would probably do better. APHE does a lot of secondary damage, and with APHE you can kill tanks that only have a exposed turret. With this vehicle it might take a while for me to kill that thing, mostly because the driver, for example, is going to be hidden below, and if you keep shooting at the turret, the driver will still be safe. And this is the largest downside of the APC shell, because it doesn't have a lot of other secondary damage, and it only does damage on the area where you hit, and in this case it will only do damage to the turret, which is problematic since that Comet can still shoot. But now I hit the track, and I think the Comet will be dead in the next hit since they have exposed their side armor. And I can now hit the sight. There we go. That was a good. I wasted a lot of ammo. I did waste a lot of ammo, but eventually did kill the target. Did hit the track on the tank destroyer, and I think I see a little bit of the. I can still do some damage. Okay, now I have destroyed the transmission and the tank is on fire. Another Comet rolling around. Let's see. Well, I will destroy the Comet's transmission and I'll take a bomber. Let's see if I can bomb these two tanks. Will be fun if I can, since I immobilized both of them. And now I can just drop bombs and hopefully get the kill here. Okay, dropping bombs, and let me... What is this bomber doing? I did not meant to do a flip. Well, fair enough. Okay, Comet or the tank destroyer have been destroyed. Now, in this case, we are holding the base and I have the upper hand here. This position is again really good. Oh look, and I just killed the aircraft that tried to rush me. I did shoot at it and I hit it. That was kind of funny. Now let's see. I can technically go forward, but I really like this position, and this position is a very good tactical position. Ooh, that was a nasty hit directly in the ammo. This tank does reward very accurate shots. It is a very accurate gun in most cases. And you know, when I looked at the ammo types, didn't really expect the APC to be decent. I usually prefer to use different shell types. APC are not my type. I think I've never used APCR in this game, because I know that APCR is simply not good. It penetrates but does absolutely no damage. Maybe, you know, the APCR can be good on some vehicles, but I never use it. APC, on the other hand, does seem to do a fair amount of damage. Better than APCR for sure. A Churchill, that was a nasty hit. Detonated the ammo. That Churchill was loaded with ammo. 6 kills, not bad, and the match is over. That was a good one. That was a good round for sure. And let's go to the next round. Honestly, there's a handful of vehicles that I like to drive around. I unlocked most of them. I know that I haven't unlocked some of the vehicles, mostly because I was saving up silver for new higher tier vehicles, but I unlocked most of the vehicles that I can say that are fun to drive, and the ARL 44 is definitely a very good vehicle. Definitely a very good vehicle. Does feel like, oh, a Tiger. You can penetrate a Tiger from the front easily, which makes this thing very nasty. The Tiger's upper plate is only 100mm, and you can easily just penetrate that with little effort. Oh, of course you have to aim accurately. And there we go. Oh, well, okay, it bounced. Somehow it bounced, even though it should go in. The Tiger also bounced, so that's a factor that helped me. And the Tiger has been destroyed. You know, if I had to compare the Tiger with the ARL. I like the 90mm on the ARL a bit more, but the Tiger's 88 is also very scary. The armor is more angled on the ARL, the frontal plate, and the frontal plate is really tough to penetrate. I would say the frontal plate on the ARL is more tough than the frontal plate on the Tiger, although the Tiger has the diamond position where it angles and it can be quite tough to penetrate, but then you shoot at the turret ring or you shoot at the cupola or the commander's hatch, and from there you can basically kill the tank with 1 or 2 hits. Well, let me see if I can do something with this little aircraft. Did some damage, some hits. Well, someone else got the kill. Even though I did put like 50 shells into that bomber, I did not kill it, even though I should have killed it, but I didn't. Oh well. Let's keep on moving forward. Oh, and yeah, I played the game with ray tracing and maximum settings most of the time, so yeah, that's kind of a new thing. Comets, that was a nasty hit. I shot first. The comet can penetrate my turret, and they were aiming at my turret, so yeah. And the second hit will kill the comet. I'll just shoot at the frontal plate. There we go. Now there's one more vehicle somewhere in the smoke, and I don't know what it is exactly, so I'll play. I'll approach slowly, since I don't really know what I'm approaching. Well, I'm approaching a wreck. Okay. SU, ammo destroyed. That was a very good hit in the ammo. And the boomstick tank, the storage, is scary. It can easily kill this vehicle, so it is a priority target. And now we have reached the base that I'll try to capture. We are actually losing. It's not looking good for us. I have to be careful with what I'm doing. You can shoot over. Well, that was a terrible hit. I was trying to aim at the lower plate, but the grass was in the way. This is why I like to have the graphics on medium. I can see the tanks properly. The grass is here in the way, and I can see anything. But I did hit the IS in the engine, and I have to be careful. The IS has a big gun that can easily wreck this vehicle, so I can't really just peek. I mean, I can, I guess. Okay, M6 destroyed. That was a good hit. And there is that Churchill also has to be destroyed. Oh, ARL up front, hit the front, killed most of the crew. I got hit in the turret, but my turret is alive. Second hit, and how is that tank alive? I have no idea. But my loader is dead now. Maybe I should shoot the air on the turret, maybe it will kill it. There we go. Ammo destroyed. The arrow has ammo in the back of the turret. Now the Churchill, I think it can penetrate my armor, so I have to be careful. I can also penetrate its armor, but somehow I bounced the turret. My ping isn't really the best, although I manage. Angling the armor and falling back and trying to make the Churchill go towards me so I can see it first and shoot first. Oh, I see it. When did the Churchill go back? Well, now I did some damage. Did penetrate the turret, destroyed the gun and loader, and the next hit should kill it. There we go. With a lot of ping, but I still managed to destroy the vehicle. But bad internet connection. Love it. Ooh, that's some very high ping for sure. I had some very high ping for sure. Not really sure what's happening with my internet, but I think the match is over and we will win for sure. There is no way that we will lose this. Yeah, we got all the zones and that was a victory. So that was the ARL 44. Honestly, fantastic vehicle. I like it a lot and it's fun to drive. And with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. If you would like to support me, feel free to like and subscribe. And with that being said, stay safe. And as always, I'll see you next time.